Welcome to Game 2. This is Butterfly.
And this is Chosen. Up here in the top middle position playing the blue Protoss is Stalife. And his opponent over here playing the brown Terran in the top middle position is HaRDy. The series is currently 1-0 Stalife.
I wondered if Stalife's going to do something uber crazy again, like a uber fast, I don't know, probe, zealot, micro rush.
Yeah, Stalife is a really heavy early game player, and we see the early probe coming out here. He's definitely going for the mid-build strategy. There's no pylon yet in his base, so it's going to be very interesting to see with the Terran so close to him if he's able to pull this off, but he's moving a little bit too far into the middle here.
Well, I think he's going to do that just so when the Terran scouts, he doesn't know exactly what base the Protoss is in. That's actually bad lineup there, bad position, because I think Terran will probably scout that first.
Well, you know, it's not really that bad because he's banking on his opponent being in one of these 5 bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of these bases on the bottom half of the map. So it's not you know, the odds are in his favor that he's going to get this pylon with an advantage close to his opponent. But I don't like this. He only put down that 1 gateway.
No, I always do at least 2. But, I mean, if he helped invent this build or is the one that made it popularized, maybe he knows better than we do.
Yeah, you see right now he has 150 minerals, and he's not putting up another gateway. So this mid-build is going to be pretty slow compared to nowadays the Protoss's mid-builds.
Well, I think he's actually just going to make right up for it by building 2 gateways right here. It's about equivalent, but...
Yeah, maybe about, but you really like to have that first 2 Zealot punch.
I definitely do, especially against a Terran, the micro, that's actually a great build for the mid-base Protoss. When you say the 3 barracks?
Yeah, HaRDy, he really designs his Terran builds to go up against a mid-rushing Protoss. I always think HaRDy does pretty good against a mid-building Protoss. I consider him to be very good at versing it, and we'll have to see how this plays out. I think the advantage is for HaRDy in this position because he does have a good base, the top right position, versus this top middle Protoss, and he's going to be able to tank push him very easy middle game, and HaRDy is going to scout that right away.
Well, in HaRDy, he's probably not going to put up a bunker. He doesn't like to play like that. He likes to say he's going to count on his Marine micro to do the job.
Yeah, he does really do a good job with the Marine micro. You see him throwing on the 4th barracks right away. He really wants to have a good mass to combat those Zealots coming into his base.
And it's going to come down to the micro, but see, with that 1 Zealot in the Pro, that's not going to be nearly as effective compared to the 2 Zealots.
Yeah, you see what I was talking about earlier. If he would have done his build a little bit differently with the 2 gateways right away, he'd have 2 Zealots right now. Instead, he only has that 1 Zealot coming in, which is really weak when you're going up against 5 or 6 Marines.
All right, let's see.
Oh, when he lost that probe, he's not going to be able to build. Oh, he has another one coming in, though, but he's going to be sacrificing a lot of economy to bring that in. Oh, and HaRDy moving every single Marine back. Look at this micro.
That was great micro there.
Great. He takes out the probe and the Zealot without losing anything. Great micro by HaRDy.
And I think HaRDy's actually, this is going to be the real threat, though, that's coming out right now. He has a few Zealots
and look how he learned against his series versus Kira. He's scouting his base.
Yes, you need to do that. Okay, this is what's really going to count.
Yeah, big battle right here. This is going to decide the game. It's that important. HaRDy moving back behind his barracks, not losing a Marine yet. He's going to lose one right here.
Oh, he wants to keep those Zealots in a contained area, something small where he can't run in while the Marines just pound at him.
And HaRDy is going to find Stalife's base, and that's very important.
He's seeing the Forge putting down over the gate, which is actually something you want to do when you're a Protoss player and you're versing a lot of Marines.
This is bad for Stalife. You don't want to be up against the 4 racks with no cannons up in their base.
Not at all. Well, it's going to come down the micro right here. That's a high Zealot count. Oh, Zealot going down, and Marines going down. Let's see if he pulls them back. I don't think, no, Protoss isn't going to be able to pull this off, I don't think.
No, and HaRDy microing just well enough to go ahead and take an advantage in this game. He's really making it look like it's easy to stop a mid-base rushing Protoss.
Yep, well, it's what the Terran's thinking now is, I want to stop this Protoss before he's able to get any cannons up in his base. So he's going to probably play a little more offense at this moment. And
look
great
at that.
Micro.
That is just sexy micro. Great job. Every individual Marine making sure they're not dying.
And he knows his timing has to be, just like we were saying here, he needs to take out the Protoss before he gets those cannons up. Exactly what he's going to do. Gets the 1. Zealot's coming in to say, no, I don't think so, girlfriend.
Ooh, trying to get himself in position to... target fires the probe.
Well, he has more Marines coming. He probably wants to just sandwich that and keep the distraction. Actually, he's going to send these Marines up to the Protoss's nexus. This way the other Marines do good work of the cannon.
And look at HaRDy not messing around with a 206 APM.
No,
he's usually at about 170. So HaRDy is just showing no mercy. He does not want to go down 0-2, and he's really going all out this game.
Well, he says, I don't want to lose like in a certain way like I did that first game. Stalife, though, with these high micro, beautiful players, you cannot never, ever count them out so early. You really can't. Look at that. Good. No micro there from the Marines, it looks like, and the Zealot will be a little more effective this time.
Yeah, and it looks like HaRDy doing a decent job here with the macro, doing a good job with the micro so far, and he definitely has a huge advantage in this game. With no choke versus a Protoss, when you've fallen behind this far, is going to be bad news.
Well, it's not just that, too. It's the fact that the Protoss doesn't have his gateways in his base to produce his units. Oh, he's going to discharge that cannon. Nice takeout.
Probes coming in here to fight, and they're going to have to stack attack these Marines, and HaRDy trying to move that one Marine back, but he doesn't get it out of the way. It looks like he's going to do heavy, significant damage to the Protoss economy, but he is going to lose this Marine outpost that he had up in the Protoss base.
And his zealots are nuts. I want to compliment Stalife on that beautiful probe micro, moving him back so the Terran couldn't just retreat his Marines. That's real impressive. Now more zealots. Now he's just going to try and cut off the Marines if he can. Oh, Stim's coming in play. That just makes Terran a little more BA.
Yep, the Academy upgrade's definitely going to kick in, make it harder on Stalife as it is, but I really believe that this game is probably over. Stalife's economy is just too hurt. He has no Nexus. He's going for the tech, but by the time it kicks in, I think HaRDy is just going to be too huge to overcome. And you see HaRDy playing at 210 APM with 45 supply. Stalife playing at 230 APM with only 24 supply. Protoss cannot be behind Terran in supply because that is a huge disadvantage. Terran units are so effective with their range.
Definitely agree with exactly what you're saying there, Brad. But Protoss is not making the wrong choice by going this fast tech because right now he's lost his ground and he's going to need to make up for that from tech, and I'm assuming a Reaver. You'll get a Reaver and a shuttle and you can micro the crap out of Marines easy.
HaRDy is really doing a good job with the micro this game. I am very impressed by he's playing very good this game, and it looks like it's going to turn into a win for him.
I think he just took out the pylons for those gateways, make them ineffective. Yep.
Yeah.
Great move. Don't waste your time on it all. If you can kill the pylon and run out of there, do it. It's called a hit and run.
Yeah, take that pylon and get out of there. So HaRDy doing a good job with that, and it looks like Stalife going for the Reaver before the shuttle. So he does not. This Reaver will not be mobile. He got the shuttle. He got the Reaver before the shuttle because he is scared of defending his base, and he wants to worry about living before attacking.
But that Reaver cannot transfer too far away from those cannons. Oh, nice takeout. That Reaver is just fishing right now, fishing for some Marines.
Yeah, you don't want to be getting close to that Reaver.
Don't move that Reaver out. I don't know. I don't agree with that play. You need that cannon fire to be able to run into so Marines can't just stim up on you.
Yeah,
or more Zealot cover.
Stalife pretty confident with the fact that HaRDy is going to get aggressive with infantry against a Reaver. But what he really needs is a shuttle, which is coming out right now in about 5 seconds. He's going to go, and HaRDy knows it's coming. He's already throwing up turrets. HaRDy being very smart this game, doing everything he has to do to make sure he doesn't lose the advantage he has.
Yeah, but HaRDy's probably just going to play defense for another minute or so, but not much more longer than that, because he wants to just make sure he still has the advantage of this game. He's waiting for his tech. I'm assuming tanks to come in play too. Okay, nice. This is what I'm liking to see from Stalife. Stalife is saying, okay, I know that HaRDy's probably going to be putting turrets on this side of the base, so I'm going to come from the end to where he's most likely not putting turrets.
Yeah, great. Stalife is such a smart player. He knows he's going to be up against turrets on the other side, so he comes all the way around to come where HaRDy won't expect it, and he's going to get in your clean.
Oh,
Stim! He drops the Reaver.
Oh, even though he took out so many Marines, taking out that shuttle was so worth it. These tanks will be able to run that Reaver down like a little baby.
Yeah, and that Reaver, that is GG. Stalife had to do some economic damage with that Reaver, and he did not. There's too many factories, too much economy. HaRDy with the 2 command centers pumping SCVs. Stalife only has the 1 Nexus, and he was weak economically because he mid-built, so Stalife is completely out of this game. Yep. It's just going to be how long it takes for HaRDy to overthrow him at this point.
Very good. And HaRDy, like I said, did nothing wrong there. Stalife played the good move by... I think his choice with the Reaver and the shuttle and his move he did was just great. But HaRDy, he likes to play that make sure defensive. He really does. You can download some of his replays. He always likes to put up the timing just in case someone has something crazy to come up with.
Yeah, he does really do a good job with the conservative defense, which is what I like to call it, when you don't know exactly what you're going to be facing, but you get the defense just in case, just because you know you have the advantage and you don't want to let your opponent get back into the game, and HaRDy does a really good job with that. But... you know, I'm really surprised that HaRDy out-microed Stalife in the early game because Stalife, such a good low-money player. I mean, I believe he got like A- on IC Cup. Just a great player. And this mass coming in, just huge. And this has to be GG. I don't see how Stalife can hold this off.
Well, Stalife, it's not just that he was out-micro. It's just the Terrans You have the Marines, you have the better option to micro, of course, rather
Yeah,
than Zealots.
I mean, the range versus the slow melee unit, obviously.
Definitely. I'd suggest maybe feeding 1 or 2 Zerlings and then...
That's what you see right there.
Marines, yeah.
Maybe he was trying to come in and see what he
Get rid of
has.
the scraps. Nice, good siege. I would just work the Protoss steady and slowly from here. And with those Reavers, he really needs to target fire a group of Marines, which he's probably doing right there.
Losing so many Marines, but the Marines aren't what's important here. But when you're versing a Dragoon Reaver, you want those tanks.
Yep,
the tanks are what's important.
And what is this there in the bottom corner? I'm seeing some... Oh, just putting some supply. I mean, I had no idea. It could have been anything, really.
Yeah, HaRDy likes to build some supply down there.
Alright, Stalife, just calm down. Don't get too low money on us.
Yeah, he's just trying to bust out the sexy low money strategies.
Oh, it's all good. It's all fun to watch here. And I'm definitely going to be excited for Game 3. Because, I mean, Bizzle, a.k.a. Pro HaRDy's probably thinking, wow, Stalife likes to play real aggressive, real cheesy. Let's see what I can do about that.
Yeah, going to be really interesting to see how the series plays out because it really looks like it's going to be 1-1 here. And this is a really good win for Pro HaRDy to snake.